Joe Biden gets smacked down after straight up lying and then gets rocked by the truth. Hello and welcome to TST. If you are new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell so you can receive news and updates that you can rely on daily. It is nice to see someone from the previous administration put on the spot for a change. Biden fails to lie his way out of caging immigrant children when he was busted by George Ramos. One of Democrats' favorite attack lines when it comes to opposing President Donald Trump's immigration enforcement policies is to bring up the accusation that he caged immigrant children. In reality, it is a policy that was begun under the Obama administration in 2014, when the then president was faced with a surge of illegal migrants of his own making at the US-Mexico border. On Friday, God bless him, Univision's George Ramos, who is always the activist before being a journalist, confronted 2020 Democratic presidential also-ran Joe Biden about the Obama administration's policies of caging immigrant kids, and it became an epic fail on his part. At the debate in Houston, you said that the Obama-Biden administration, and I quote, "We didn't lock people in cages, but you actually did," Ramos said. Not at the same numbers as the Trump administration, but you did. The journalist pulled out a picture of an 8-year-old boy from Honduras and showed it to Biden. The former VP looked at the picture. "Yes," Biden replied, before realizing the admission he made. Wait. This was in 2014 at a detention center in McAllen, Texas. Ramos replied, "I spoke with a photographer." It was at this point Biden knew he'd been cornered, so he turned on the spin. Yes, and what happened was all the unaccompanied children were coming across the border. We tried to get them out. We kept them safe and get them out of the detention centers. That's essentially that center that were run by Homeland Security, and get them into communities as quickly as we can, he replied. Ramos followed up by showing Biden the picture again. Many people would say these are cages, he replied. Because they were, of course. "You know, you're not telling the truth here about the comparison of the two things," Biden snapped. Ramos clarified his position, saying the numbers between the Trump and Obama administrations vary. "Beyond that, look how quickly we got them back to families. Look, we didn't engage and we sought the relatives here. We sought to get them in safe communities. We sought to get them out of the control of Homeland Security, to get them safe," Biden tried to explain. "But they came unaccompanied. He added. Yes, much the same situation that President Trump was facing throughout last year when the Democrat-aligned mainstream media and Joe Biden were lambasting him for his cruelty and racism. But as Town Hall noted, the Biden spin, which is, in other words, lies, didn't stop there. But they kept coming," Ramos replied. "Well, no," Biden said. "I remember that. They kept coming," Ramos said again. "Well, no, they didn't. They dropped off extensively," a wide-eyed Biden said. "Extensively. And there was another wave of Central Americans coming," the journalist reminded him. Biden said, "The caravan came back because the Trump administration stopped spending the money. They stopped going after the gangs. They stopped the street legging. They stopped building boys and girls clubs," he explained. The former vice president seems to have forgotten that a Senate report found that an unknown number of Central American migrant children were placed into the custody of human traffickers after neglecting to run the most basic checks on these so-called caregivers during the Obama administration, the Intelligencer reported. Here's another difference. When Trump tried to claim accurately that the US was facing a crisis at the border, he was rebuffed repeatedly by the same Democrats and the same media who noted that Obama's situation was accurately a crisis. NPR reported in January 2019, in a nationally televised address from the White House, the president warned about an actual humanitarian crisis on the border, prompted by a surge of migrants from Central America, and urged Congress to take action on his immigration agenda. The year was 2014, and the president was Barack Obama. Tuesday night, President Trump addressed the nation on what he also called a growing humanitarian and security crisis at the border. Nearly 5 years ago, Obama gave his remarks in the Rose Garden rather than the Oval Office, and the government was not partially shut down over border security. Still, the situations at the border and in the White House then and now are strikingly similar. And immigration experts say the Trump administration can learn from Obama's tenor. And oh, by the way, that guy behind Obama is Vice President Joe Biden. Oops. Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below, and haven't you checked out the official TST store yet? It has a variety of Patriot-themed custom t-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, phone cases, and lots more. Make sure to take a look and maybe help us out picking some products for yourself and your loved ones at great prices. It does make a huge difference to what we're doing here. Link in the description below. If you've liked this report, let us know by tapping that like button down below. Share the news among friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more news and updates on TST. I'm David Ravine, and I'll catch you in the next one.